Here is Danny, and today Temporal made an update to his topic with some new info and new weapons. Also some customization items leaked, including a new elite skin. I will not repeat the other ones that I mentioned before, so totally watch my previous video on the 35 guns and gadgets that will be coming to Battlefield 5. But like always, keep in mind, just because they are in the files doesn't mean they will make it into the game. And yes, I do listen to feedback, so I will add the pictures for each gun. Let's start off with some sniper love. The Carabine 1930M, which is a Polish semi-auto rifle. And then the Model 37 shotgun, that not only fires buckshot rounds, it also has an alternative fire mode for slug shells. A bit like the M30 does right now. The Breda PG got renamed to the M1935 PG and has a 4-round burst. There's also a Model SOD flare pistol coming with 2 different types of projectiles. One of them acts as a spotting tool, just like what we have right now. The other one can blind people and act as a flashbang. The Kampfpistole is a reskinned Sturmpistole from the support, but is aimed at infantry. Just what we needed, more explosions. And this gadget is interesting, a deployable stationary MG34, intended for the 5v5 mode. I heard Lord Tachanka is very happy. Then we got the Demolition Grenade, a bundle of nades intended to destroy fortifications, but it has a long fuse time. And the Commando Flare Gun, yet another spotting flare, but it has a big area and refuse moving enemies. There's also a perk called the 5-bullet dead punch, with the description that reads: when you have 5 or fewer bullets in your weapon, your melee attack will always perform a takedown. Which sounds, well, let's say interesting. It might actually be broken, because if you have a weapon that has 5 bullets in the magazine already, or in the clip in some cases, then you will always do an insta-kill melee takedown, which sounds a bit broken if you ask me. And as last, my mate Dan Minigun has been digging into the files as well and found this, a EMP-44. It was a German prototype all-metal SMG, but he hasn't found anything past an unlock mention in the single player of all places. Now for the cosmetics and boinable stuff. Of course, we know about the elite soldiers named Ernst and Seamus, but the files mention a third one that seems to be coming called Hannah, who is a French resistance soldier. DICE also added the description and quotes for each elite skin, so let's quickly go through them. Ernst Schubert, place of birth Munich, Germany. A skilled marksman trained in infiltration, evasion and camouflage. Winner of multiple awards in target shooting and champion in the sport of military patrol before conscription. Cold, calculated and always in control. Schubert is a man of few words, but his presence in the field became evident by the gasps left in the enemy team. A scout that will often remove a threat himself more quickly than he can relay its location. With his quote, "My weapon, patience." And then there is the Irish Seamus Byrne, aggressive assault specialist. Rumor suggests that he volunteered or was conscripted to the King's Guard. He is not telling. Seamus lives to push a hard-fought frontline with a well-timed put-down extensive urban combat experience. Hits, runs and hits again. Comfortable with explosives at danger close proximity, even if his squad isn't. Sometimes acts before thinking through all the consequences, leaving both himself and his squad dangerously overextended. With the quote, "Don't ever stop fighting until the fighting is good and done," replacing an old quote of him that changed with the last patch. Take pride in your work, even if your work is organized murder. Which is oddly inspirational. And for the French resistance soldier. Her name is Hannah Delacroix, or Delacroix, or Della whatever. Her place of birth is Paris, France. An instinctual soldier, who escaped occupied France and now fights alongside the British troops to free her homeland. Skilled at evasion and reconnaissance, experience in all sorts of long-range weaponry and optics. Delacroix always means business, intense, dominant and controlling. She will always find the most effective methods of attacking and follow through, even if she puts herself at risk. A gifted marksman, a natural born leader, even with the language barrier, preferences for action, her willingness to push her luck can sometimes put the safeties of others depending on her at risk. Quotes, leave nothing to chance, preparation, action, adaptation. There is also a normal skin found for a French resistance soldier named Armée Secrète and has 2 other variations in color. But that is all I got for now. Subscribe for more, shout out to my Patreons and of course Temporio and then Minigun. This was Danny and I see you on the battlefield.